Train Your Brain for Success is a program that's based on the science of how your brain works and how your mind creates your life and actually makes things happen for you. There's also some negative side effects that come along with that, which we call your brain's unhelpful default settings. These are things that we all come hardwired with as human beings, but they're actually draining your focus and your energy and adding a ton of extra stress in your life that you don't actually need. So we give people some specific things that they can start doing to make their brains work for them versus against them. The third unhelpful default setting of your brain is that your brain craves safety over progress. You think about if you lived in the wilderness, you'd be known as a hunter-gatherer. You live your entire life in a 10 square mile radius and you'd never leave that unless you had to. The modern manifestation of this is known as your comfort zone. You're all familiar with the comfort zone, you all have a comfort zone. It's not an inherently bad thing to have a comfort zone, there's a reason why it exists. The challenge with it though, and you'll want to jot this down, is that no growth happens inside your comfort zone. Yeah, Thomas Edison always famously talked about that the value of an idea lies in the using of it. And I think that my ability to just create a genuine connection with other people or with an audience really helps them resonate well with the information and allows them to see past their current circumstances. There's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. The reticular activating system is the part of your brain that acts as a filter for what you notice and what you don't notice. Classic example of this, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, is if you've ever made the decision to buy a certain type of car. You said, okay, I'm gonna buy a black Cadillac CTS. As soon as you make that decision to buy that car, you start seeing that car where? Everywhere. It's crazy how that happens, right? What it feels like you said, okay, yes, I'm gonna buy that car. And then that night when you went to sleep, everyone went out and bought one. Well, what actually happens is that you make a choice, which flips on the reticular activating system in your brain, which starts to filter that pattern into your consciousness because it's now relevant to you. Yeah, when you deliver a program with passion and conviction, it really allows people to connect to the message that you're sending and allows people to actually achieve change in both their business and professional life. So we all want progress, right? We want to constantly getting better at everything in every aspect of our lives. We want our businesses to be flourishing. We want our relationships with our partner to be growing stronger. We want our personal health to be constantly improving. The problem is that your brain on an unconscious level is making automatic decisions that keeps you safe. And the byproduct of safe is stuck. Yeah, I love doing any type of extreme sport, bungee jumping, skydiving, whitewater rafting, anything that you would consider a bucket list item, I'm just absolutely love doing. I think that's kind of what draws me to public speaking, and it's the world's biggest fear, so I just think I'm drawn to it naturally in that way. So the great part about being a human being is that your default settings don't have to run the show. You get to run the show. Now, I love the fact that we're here to talk about business and getting better at business and in sales, but first and foremost, you're human beings. So let's talk about what can we do about this? What are some things that you can do to make your brains work for you versus against you?